The subject of this horn came up while having a random discussion about the possibility of making springs on my lathe. The springs on this thing are not in good shape. This is a Holton Collegiate alto horn. It's convertible. In this configuration, it is in the key of E flat, and you can remove this. I'm this solder joint is bad. I'm not going to pull it apart, but you can remove this whole section and pitch it in F to play French horn music. I'm not sure why this horn even exists. Uh, this axe horn family has never been never been popular in America. The only literature for this horn that exists that I am aware of is it's pretty much British brass band music and some Salvation Army music. Uh, Maybe stuff from the Civil War era too. In America, we call it an alto horn, and it is actually an alto. I mean, that's what it's tessitura, I guess, or its range. That's where it falls. But in Britain, it's traditionally known as a tenor horn because Britain is just Britain. They don't care if it's an alto horn; it's a tenor horn. By God. Anyway, this thing is 64 years old. It doesn't work that well, but it still works. I don't have, well, I didn't find anything that was transposed for this. I just decided to pick up a trumpet book and play something out of it. I haven't tried to sight read music in a very long time. I probably haven't. I mean, you've seen me play the trumpet and this horn in some of my videos, but I just play little, you know, accent, accompaniment, background kind of stuff. I don't even know what this horn would have played. Is it considered high brass or low brass? I mean, I guess it's the high side of low brass. Uh, the euphonium and the baritone are actually played. This is above those. I guess it's below a flugel. I don't know. It's just an odd thing. I got it. I picked it up for like 120 bucks or something. Some guy's wife was making him get rid of things, and that's how I came to be in possession of this. And it's just a great looking horn to be 64 years old, and it works, and it sounds good. At least it does in the hands of someone who can play it, which I barely qualify as such. But anyway, I thought I'd give it a go. And keep in mind, this is trumpet, so, well, I mean, I'm not playing with any accompaniment, but if I were, I would be playing in the wrong key. Yeah. Yeah, I really didn't do a good job there. Since this is a Civil War era horror, let's see. That was sight reading. I don't do it well. I never did it that well in my heyday, and I certainly don't do it well now. I am mildly amused with myself that I can still do it at all, because I haven't really tried to sit down and sight read a piece of music in years. Let's see, this is not sight reading. That wasn't actually terrible. I've never been that great at improvising on brass. It's quite difficult to do. Anyone who tells you otherwise is, well, more talented than I am, perhaps. But while I am making a self congratulatory nonsense video, I will go ahead and give one of my favorite little lessons that I used to give my children about how a 3-valve brass instrument is basically 7 bugles. That's how these things work. Every bugle has an overtone series. And the high ones are hard to reach on this horn, especially for me. This is where bugle calls come from. Things like reveille. Or also and that echo you're hearing in the background is the horn resonating off all of my drum heads. Anyway, the valves let you switch between 7 bugles, and that's how you get all of the chromatic notes. I didn't do that very well. There we go. Close enough.